What's good, everybody? It's NASA bringing you another team deathmatch on I forgot the name of this map, on some Blacklight Retribution. And it's funny because Shakedown just posted a Blacklight video, Fisticuffs posted a Blacklight video, and Shakedown called it NASA's favorite game. And then Fisticuffs made a video saying his first time finally making it in first place. It's hard to get first place in this game, man. I mean, you really gotta hustle and bustle to get it in. And it's funny though, because I read the comments on those videos, and a lot of comments I see, people are like, oh, this game is whack, it looks like garbage. You know, this is terrible, oh my god, why are you playing this game? Why are you playing this game? Thank God it's free to play. Like, I don't understand what's the problem. The game looks fine. I mean, I am playing on PC, so I can't say much for the PS4 version. I've never actually played it, because sometimes games do look different, like when you're actually playing them on a TV as opposed to watching it on YouTube. But the game looks fine to me. I mean, if anything, when I play games like Call of Duty and even some other first-person shooters I've played on PC, they look a lot worse compared to this game. This game actually looks nice and polished. The gun models look nice. I would say my gripe with the game is actually the maps. The maps probably look real basic and generic. A lot of squares, not really much, like, you know, anything, you know, to it. You know, like it's like almost like a paintball, like a map in real life, with like just a field with a bunch of little props here and there put in between. But you know, maps is one thing, but saying the game looks terrible, that's another. Maps and graphics are two separate things. But I even mentioned to the guys over Twitter that I have gripes with the maps in this game, and I wish they were a little bit better. My gripes actually were the lack of flanking routes, because you got to remember, in a game where everybody can see through the map, the problem with that is, with the map design, you have to figure out a way to have multiple passageways to get to an area, and not just one, because even two, because if a guy looks through his visor, sees the guy coming, and there's only one way in, all he has to do is wait there, because he knows there's no other way you can flank him. So they need to add, in my opinion, maps with a little bit more ways to flank around the map, or you get just different ways to get to areas, whether it be, you know, having multiple levels up and down where you could go through the basement, the top, or maybe like some stairs, or like even little portal jumps. And that sounds kind of corny, but something, you know, or even little teleports like Halo had. You know, certain maps in Halo that had them TP spots so you could go across the map. You know, even something like that, maybe, possibly, if you want to keep the same map design but just offer people different ways to get around. But I think that would be cool. You know what actually might be cool too, that I just thought about, that I don't think any other game has? Two-piece. I was playing a lot of Diablo 3, and one of the skills the guy has is like a blink or a flash, and it's the same thing like in League of Legends. They have flash in League of Legends, and Dota 2 they have a blink dagger. I wonder if a first-person shooter would be able to implement a blink feature, or if that would make it broken, depending on how long I guess the cooldown is. If you're shooting at a guy and, you know, he could blink away. But actually, I think that's a very good idea. Pat myself on the back. But what do you guys think if they added like a blink feature? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't, it's basically like a little short distance, like instant blink. Well, blink was different. I don't want to get into this like too specific, because it's just an idea. But a blink is different. A blink is like a TP where you appear in a different area, and then they have something called a force staff that pushes you rapidly to another area. So it's not a blink where you just appear and disappear. Force staff is more like a push. So even if you gave somebody a push, like a force staff, like a thruster pack that just thrusts you in like whatever direction you're facing, even that might work. Three-piece, even that might work, because then at least, even if they see you on the map, you can like rapidly move position, you know, and separate space, so you're not too predictable, you know. Anyway, that's just a random thought that popped up while talking about that. But Blacklight's very good, man. It's a very well made game. It's been out 2 years, getting, you know, patched and repatched and rebalanced, and having tons of stuff added to the game. I mean, for somebody to come out and say it's whack, I mean, you can say it's whack, of course, that's your opinion, but to just dismiss it like, oh, this is whack free-to-play game, it looks garbage, you got to dig a lot deeper, because remember, this is a 2-year-old game. There's a lot of stuff that has been done to this game, not stuff that you're going to be able to see everything in a matter of playing it for one day, you know. I mean, there's tons of unlocks that you won't get unless you put, like, I don't even, maybe even hundreds of hours into the game, but even tens of hours into the game. You know, there's a lot of stuff. Like I saw Shakedown's video, they're all using the bare bones basic equipment, the first gun, the first armor, the first everything. Nothing is customized yet. So you have to play to unlock those other things. You know, until you do, you're not gonna have all those features that is in the game that makes the game what it is the customization. So I still highly recommend the game. You know, if you're gonna play it, sit down and put some time into it, and then you really start to see what's so great about it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quick little 24-on-5 team deathmatch. All right, peace. I'm out. New York, stand up.